We want to welcome you this morning to our Drainage District Board of Directors meeting posted for today, October the 24th, 2017. Present are Commissioner Fuentes, Precinct 1, Commissioner Palacios, Precinct 4, and myself. We have a quorum. Please join us in prayer.
Thank you, Judge. Let us pray. Father God, we give you thanks for just another beautiful day that you've given us, Lord. We thank you for the cool weather that you brought to our area, Lord. We just continue to pray for our nation, Lord. Continue to pray for everything that's going on around the world, Lord. May your hand of peace be over it, Lord. We continue to lift up this board that you appointed, Lord, this judge and four commissioners, Lord. Continue to provide them your wisdom, to provide your guidance, Lord, and most importantly also, Lord, give them your peace as they make these difficult decisions that affect us all, Lord. We just continue to ask that for myself, my staff, Lord, that we may continue to work as we're working for you, Lord. Continue to provide the same wisdom and understanding to all the leadership of this great county, Lord. I ask all this in the Son Jesus' name. Amen.
Under open forum, did anyone sign up? On a consent agenda, any concerns?
No concerns, Judge, I'm aware.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Thank you, Judge. Item 5, discussion of the County Drainage District No. 1 projects, maintenance, and operations. Item 5A, Precinct 1, Milano Road and drainage improvement. Just want to briefly point out that's one of the projects that we partnered with Precinct 1 on in the Precinct 1 area. We were able to provide some in-house engineering design, construction management, and oversight for the improvements of that road, but we also were able to improve various ditch systems in that area that had experienced some backing up and flooding back in the October event of 2015. So we did some improvements there, some crossings, partnered with Precinct 1 as well, and we're able to improve some of those laterals that we have under we had under the interlocal with number 9, Irrigation District number 9. So that project is fully completed, and now it's a much better area, traveled ways and drainage wise as well. So
the roadway is fantastic, but I can assure you that in this last rain event that we had a couple of weeks ago, where we had 2 to 4 inches depending on the
yes,
area, in that very short amount of time, I drove down that road a number of times and no ponding,
great,
no issues with respect to flooding at all. So great job on
great
that
news.
Design, and thank you for your assistance with that. That's
yes, sir.
Help a lot of people in that area.
Yes, sir. Thank you. It was a great partnership. Your staff did a lot of that work as well. So thank you. Item 2, or item B, Precinct 4, Mile 17.5 Road and Drainage Improvements. Another project that we partnered with Precinct 4, Edinburg Consolidated Independent School District, and City of McAllen to basically make an interconnection from where the current 17.5 roadway was dead-ending there at the Edinburg Main Canal west all the way to Ware Road. So with the leadership of Commissioner Palacios, we were able to meet with the City of McAllen and partner up. They bought into that project to provide funding for the road improvements. The district did all the drainage work. We did the design for the plans as well. Edinburg funded the construction of the crossing across the canal, and we also funded some of the construction. And Precinct 4 did some of the drainage work as well in-house. So with that partnership, that road now is fully open and operational, so it provides another means of ingress and egress from Ware Road, east and west, to 3 schools located in the 29th and 17.5 area, which didn't have access before. So it's being fully utilized right now. And then that J08 drain improvements that we did for that project also is the outfall for the Tres Lagos development that's going on west of Ware Road right now. So that's under construction, and we got the A&M campus coming on board there. We've got an IDEA school, and we've got a lot of residential and commercial activities going to take place west of there. So that project also is a big project for regional improvement. So and that one's fully completed. And we have the third project, item C, Precinct 3, Mile 3 and Abram Road Regional Detention Facility. This is the northwest corner of Abram Road and 3 Mile. This was one of the master plan facilities that was identified in the Penitas drainage study. That system has already been acquired, and it's going to be fully developed to accommodate the extension of 3 Mile as one of the projects that Precinct 3 is working on. but also opens opportunity for development in that area. We have several developments that are already looking to tap into that RDF, so that's going to spur some development in that area as well, where we didn't have that before. And that's just wanted to point out some of the projects that we're working on, so some of the partnerships as well. If I may, Judge, I'll move to item 6.
Yes, please.
Thank you. Requesting approval of work authorization number 1 through the on-call construction materials testing services agreement with Millennium Engineers Group, contract number CHCD 1-17-03-507-11, in the amount of $15,641.75 as relates to CMT services for Chaparral drain improvements, subject to legal review.
Move to approve.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you. Item 7, 2013 bond budget 300-J09 project precinct 4. Approval to issue payment on the following item: invoice number PP 1116-2017, in the amount of $155,024.99 from Dow County Precinct number 4. Reimbursement for labor, machine hours, and fuel related to construction of the J09 project. Pay periods 11 through 16 of 2017.
So moved.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you. Item 8, requesting approval to accept bids and approval to execute requirements agreement with primary and secondary vendors submitting the lowest and best bids per item, meeting all specified requirements for RFP number ACDD 1-17-0470-927, lubricants, antifreeze, and related products, subject to legal review and compliance with HB 1295.
So moved.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you. Item 9, requesting exception from competitive bidding requirements on Texas Local Government Code 262-024A4 for professional engineering services.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item B, presentation of scoring grid for the purpose of ranking ACD 1 Board of Directors of the firms graded and evaluated to the district's approved pool of engineer firms for provision of on-call professional construction material testing services for ACD 1 drainage system projects. For the record, we have Robert Kistner, Inc. with a score of 91, L&G Engineering with a score of 94, and Terracon Consultants with a score of 88. Which the board wishes to rank as stated.
So moved.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you. Item C, pursuant to the board's approval, requesting authority for Dow County Drainage District Number 1 to negotiate professional engineering service agreement with the number 1 ranked firm of L&G Engineering for the provisions of construction material services for the Benitez Pump House, for general. That's a typo there.
Move for approval.
That's
Second.
a typo.
Those in
I
favor,
apologize.
say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
And that, just for the record, that's for HCD 1 drainage system projects. And we do have some items from executive session.
Pursuant to 551071 and 072 of the Texas Government Code, I would need a motion to proceed to executive session.
So move.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. We're going to be in executive session for a short while. All right, we're back in open session.
Thank you, sir. Under, where is it? What item is it? Oh, I apologize. Under 11A, open session, real estate acquisition will proceed as directed, and 11B, pending a potential litigation, no action.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Need a motion to adjourn?
So move.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Now we know we did it.
Judge, before we open the Commissioner's Court, Commissioner, you want to,
I just wanted to make sure the department heads knew that we were going to have a breakfast tomorrow at 8 o'clock at ECHO for United Way, just to get the United Way campaign kicked off. If you're a department head, or if you can tell your department heads that we're going to have that breakfast, it's just a kickoff. There's nothing going to happen in terms of pledges and stuff like that. Just to get ready for the individual presentations that are made to each department. If you can have somebody representing your department tomorrow at 8 o'clock at ECHO. Thank you all.
This time we're going to convene our regular Hidalgo County Commissioners Court meeting for today, October the 24th, 2017. President are Commissioner Fuentes, Precinct 1, Commissioner Cantu, Precinct 2, Commissioner Palacios, Precinct 4, and myself. We have a quorum. Please join us in our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Almighty God, we come together today for the good of the citizens of Hidalgo County. Give us your wisdom as we make decisions that will affect them today and in the years to come. Help us to work well together, recognizing that each of us are here because we want what's best for Hidalgo County. We ask for your blessing and your guidance. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Any concerns with the consent agenda?
Yes, Judge, we do have two concerns. If we can take out of order consent agenda item 3B and consent agenda item 3AA. And Commissioner Fuentes will be abstaining from consent agenda 11B and 11C.
Motion to approve everything except for the exceptions that Loudon.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
All right. With that motion the Commissioner made, then I'd like to take them one at a time. If we can have the court now approve 11B and C.
So moved.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
And then for agenda item 3B, it's a point of information. The transfer attached is for Certificates of Obligation Series 2017. There was a typo, a caption typo on the agenda. So it's transfers is for Certificates of Obligation Series 2017, which is Fund 1351.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
And consent agenda item 3AA is the DACJD VAP, which is Fund 1281. It is for DACJD BPU. It's point of information. Agenda item is for DACJD BPU.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Item 5.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. Julia Sullivan, Public Affairs Office, and with me is Teresa Flores, the Executive Director of the Head Start Program. Item 5A is the 2017 Annual Employee Toy Drive benefiting the Hidalgo County Head Start students. This is an informational item only, and just to let everyone know, we're kicking off our toy drive. We've already gotten a commitment from the WIC program that they're going to be participating this year. We're doing it a little bit differently. We're not asking to adopt individual students by name. We're going to be purchasing gifts for any child aged 3 to 5 with a $10 value, either boy or girl, and they can be delivered either wrapped or unwrapped to the Hidalgo County Judge's office upstairs. We've got the letter that we just distributed that was sent to all of the elected officials and department heads about the toy drive, and if anybody wants to adopt a center or classrooms, they can work directly with the Head Start program to coordinate. So with no further ado, here's Teresa Flores.
This is truly an affair of the heart, you know. Our children are really all smiles, and I should have brought the videos of some of the visits to the centers last year, but it is remarkable how, you know, a child gets so excited when a gift is brought before him. And I know that several of you participated in the delivery of the toys this year. We again will schedule for Santa Claus to be around. We have several Santa Claus suits. If you have any volunteers in your precincts that want to be Santa Clauses, we'll appreciate that. But it is a wonderful experience to watch their smiles and their faces. And these are the poorest children in the county, and many of them may not get another gift. So we really, truly appreciate it. It's just a wonderful, wonderful part of giving. And so I want to thank you very much for such a noble act. And so we look forward to coordinating with you and the rest of the staff. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Item 6, Constable Precinct 2.
Judge, Commissioners, good morning. Item 6A.
Morning, sir.
Discussion, consideration, and approval to appoint Jose C. Castañeda as Deputy Constable by Constable Martin Cantu out of Constable Precinct 2 in accordance with Texas Local Government Code Section 86.011.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Item 7. Morning,
Morning,
sir.
Judge, Commissioners. Chief Deputy Rene Gonzalez for Constable Precinct 3. Today we have discussion, consideration, and approval to appoint Martin Castañeda, Isidro Rosales, and Ismael Garza Jr. as reserve deputies by Constable Larry Gallardo Jr., Constable Precinct 3, in accordance with Texas Local Government Code, Section 86.012.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you.
Item 8, our tax office.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. Julio Espinosa from the Tax Office, presenting item 8A, approval of amendment to interlocal cooperation agreement for tax assessment and collection for the city of Granjeno.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you. And just to give you an update, this is the last entity that we're amending for this year. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Item 9, our sheriff's office.
Good morning, Judge. Commissioners, Captain Herrera with the Sheriff's Office. We have an error in the agenda, and it should read as follows. Authorization and approval to request an extension in reference to Operation Stone Garden fiscal year 2015, new termination date of February 8th, 2018.
February 8th or 28th?
28th, I'm sorry.
Okay. Motion to approve.
Second.
Is there any problem with the language?
No, there's enough notice.
Oh, good. Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, sir. Item 10, our executive office.
Thank you, Judge, Commissioners. Under 10A, 1, there's nothing to report this week, but under 10A2, emergency situation, for instance, last agenda meeting, Judge, Commissioners, there was a request for some additional services on our part with respect to Harvey and the cleanup efforts, and I'll let Chief Saldana talk about the request for the equipment. We did have the 2 pieces of equipment. Chief, I'll leave it at that.
A week ago, Thursday, the Texas Department of Emergency Management contacted Hidalgo County that we had 2 air curtains in our possession. They requested our assistance to provide them in the coastal bend area in Aransas County due to the effect of having over 500 tons of debris that they needed to get rid of. They had along the corridor, the 35 corridor, which is like the 83 here in the Rio Grande Valley, all along that medium. So they picked them up on Saturday, set them up on Monday. By Tuesday, we had 2 staff members, which was Louis Garza from Precinct 4 and Victor Aguileras. Alegria, thank you, Commissioner. That went in there and they did a dry run with the people from the Texas Forest Service. Then because they couldn't burn that day because of the wind conditions, they requested them back on Wednesday when they were going to do actual live burning to make sure the operations went well. They did an excellent job of doing that, walking through the Texas Forest Service employees. 2 was they got to meet the Aransas County judge, and the Aransas County judge was very appreciative that we sent those pieces of equipment to support their efforts in getting rid of that debris. Martin Garza from the Environmental Department from Mr. Guerra's division was very instrumental in coordinating all of this with us. He did an excellent job in making all the arrangements to relieve us from our permits for the meantime while we were supporting the emergency efforts up for Harvey. We were going to show you a video clip of the actual machines that work at the site, but unfortunately we're having difficulty with the video at the present time, and I apologize for that. But again, thank you very much, Judge, Commissioners, for the support in letting this occur to support our partners to the north with the Hurricane Harvey relief.
Thank you for what you do, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Chief. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Item 10B is discussion, consideration, and action on an update. This is the TIF Reinvestment Zone Number 1, City of La Villa. Judge Commissioners, sometime this year or earlier this year, I was appointed to be a member of the La Villa Tours Board. One of the first things I did when I was appointed is I asked for an audit of the TIF, of the Tourist Reinvestment Zone. The audit was completed, and I have noted some deficiencies within the interlocal agreement, and so with the court's permission, I'm asking the court's approval to send notice to the City of La Villa with respect to our audit findings, and let them know where the issues of concern are, and give them an opportunity to respond as per the interlocal agreement with respect to any issues of concern or any issues that come up. There's correspondence from our end to their end, and then there's a period that they have for them to respond. I do have a draft. I need to update it as I had the wrong city manager as information, so I just need to update it to add the current city manager.
And we've initially already told them that they're in non-compliance.
Yes, right.
So I don't think this is a shock to them. I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you, Judge Commissioners. Sorry. Okay.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. My name is Katia Garcia, and I'm representing the Department of Human Resources.
Morning.
Morning.
Item 11A, requesting waiver of the budget amendment policy, personnel-related amendments for personnel items listed.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 11B, facilities management, approval of the following personnel action effective next full pay period, October 30th, 2017. The department is requesting a position title change, slot number 0097, from welder 1 to carpenter 1.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 11C, Elections Department, approval of the following personnel actions effective next full pay period, October 30th, 2017. The department is requesting to create slot number 0195, election surveyor, proposed budgeted salary $33,755. Requesting approval subject to funding.
Okay. Motion to approve.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you.
Item 12, our Health Department.
Morning, Judge Commissioners. Eddie Olivares, Hidalgo County Health and Human Services. Item 12A, sir, is I'm excited. We got an extension on a grant we've had, and this is what I'm bringing to you today. Requesting approval to accept the Preventative Health and Health Services Grant Contract number 537-170287-00001. A is an alpha, and the amount of $250,000 for the period of December 1st, 2017 through September 30th, 2019. So this is going to be a staggered grant, but we got a commitment for 2 years. That's a good thing. Those are hard to find. So with that, sir, that's item 1.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
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 Aye, motion carries.
Item 2 is requesting approval for the county judge to e-sign contract amendment and related documents.
So moved.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 3, requesting approval of certification of revenue in the amount of $250,000.
So moved.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 4, requesting approval of budget appropriations in the amount of $102,273,000.
Bless you.
Excuse me, sorry. $102,273,000 for the period of December 1st, 2017 through August 31st, 2018. $136,363,000 from 9/1/2018 to 8/31/2019, and then $11,364 for
September 1st, 2019 through September 30th, 2019. It's a staggered amount totaling to the amount of $250,000.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 5 is approval to authorize supplemental pay allowance in the amount of $4,080 to slot as indicated 001. This is for transcription services as required by the grant. This person has been certified to be a transcriber, and this is additional allowance to help with those costs.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you. Item 12B is approval of certification of revenues as certified by the county auditor for revenues received from the Health and Human Services Commission Medicaid Administrative Claiming Program in the amount of $143,382.55, including MAC program income in the amount of $45,364.79.
So moved.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 2, the next item is approval of 2017 appropriation in the total amount of $188,747.34 for anticipated program income expense.
So moved.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Next item C, requesting approval to submit amendment to request to the Department of State Health Services to amend the Public Health Emergency Preparedness Contract 537-18-0176-00001, and this is for an alignment of the grant in dealing with positions and staff.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item D, healthcare funding district, sir. Under item 1, discussion and action, including but not limited to healthcare funding district, sir. There's no action there unless there's any questions. Item 2, sir, this one we're going to bring back next week, sir, is a discussion and consideration approval to draw down for the Uniform Hospital Rate Increase Program. There's no action today, but we will bring it back on the 31st. We're waiting on the final numbers, which will be sent to us on October 30th. That way we'll bring it to court on the 31st so we could bring those numbers to you. This is that new program that Carlos Zaffarini was talking about involving managed care and LPPF, the local participation fund from the hospitals. It's a very unique program. It's actually been very complicated to work with, but hopefully by next Tuesday we'll bring that back to court. In item E, so there's no action unless there's any discussion or questions from item E. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir. Item 13, our CSA, Community Service Agency.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. I'm Guillermo Palacios from Community Service Agency. I'm presenting item 13, discussing consideration or possible action for approval to submit general acceptance grant for the Texas Veterans Commission in the amount of $300,000 for authorization for the county judge to sign any and all appropriate documents.
So moved.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you.
Item 14, our Elections Office.
Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Second day of early voting, and I just wanted to give you an update. We had quite a turnout historically, always very low. Last year, first day of early voting brought out 1,100 votes, and yesterday, including the special election in Hidalgo, we had over 2,800 votes. And of course, our top 4, Elections Annex with almost 1,000. Second was Donner Recreation Center with almost 350. Third was Sergeant Fernando de la Rosa with almost 300, and fourth was La Jolla. So you can see that the local elections, which of course we have 6 city elections along, actually 7 because of the city of Hidalgo, and 1 school election in La Villa ISD. So you can see that that local election drives out the vote, but we encourage everyone listening that those 7 constitutional amendments are very, very important. Again, familiarize yourself with them. Go to the votetexas.gov. They've got explanatory statements that are put out by the Secretary of State's office. Very important to become familiar with what it is you're voting to accept or to reject. So thank you so much. If there are any questions.
How did the machines turn out the first day?
Very well. We are proud of our judges and our clerks that have been able to handle the machines quite well. We are learning about them as well, since it's the first time that they're out there. can't say enough about my staff that has really learned about them and is able to support the poll locations, especially when some of our judges and clerks may be uneasy, since although we've got great training, until you actually use them, that's when you really know the processes and procedures. So I'm happy to report that everything went well yesterday, and we're ready for today.
Good luck.
Thank you. Any other questions? Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Item 15, our Head Start program.
We have an item for Commissioner Palacios. I don't know if he's ready to name anybody, but we'll go to the next one.
I think he had to leave for a little bit.
Pardon? Yes. Letter B is discussion and approval of request to enter into a memorandum of understanding MOU between Hidalgo County Head Start Program and Communities Unlimited. This is a nonprofit community development financial institution that helps us with financial education for our parents. And we've done a partnership before with the person that is handling it, and their funding ended, and then she found funding. And so we're moving forward with recommending approval of this to continue educating parents on basic financial education topics. Okay.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye. 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 Motion carries.
On the next item, we're asking for a termination for the Memorandum of Understanding for Special Services between Donna Independent School District and Hidalgo Head Start Program. And this is to align with the fact that we have an MOU with Weslaco to provide services for the Donna children in the Donna centers. And so it requires that services, all services coming would be coming from Weslaco. So in order to pick up the children with Weslaco providing the service, we have to end that particular type of the Memorandum of Understanding.
But can you please clarify that this was not something Weslaco tried to take away?
Oh, no. Just a little history. When we started the partnerships several years ago, in 2007, we had our first partnerships. And so we've been expanding the partnerships so that we can have access to resources. One of the parts with the Office of Head Start is that there be collaboration and coordination of services and dealing with maximizing the federal dollar. So when we started the process of dealing with this, it had to do with school readiness. And so we have managed to have partnerships with for all other centers with the different districts in the county, 10 of them to be exact. And so we did approach Donna back in February trying to get a partnership to go with readiness. We were unsuccessful in doing that. We attempted to do that about 2 or 3 times. And so when that happened, Weslaco was really willing to work. This would complete our partnership so that we would be placing a certified public school teacher in every classroom, 186 classrooms, and their services are for half a day, and the teachers are paid by the district through funding generated by ADA. And so, it was always the intention that we would be able to get the districts where the children reside to participate, but in this instance, it didn't happen this year. They weren't ready to go with it.
Right. So I just wanted to clarify that
Yes.
Donna decided not to participate. It
Right.
wasn't anything that we did or that wasn't.
No, and it wasn't Weslaco being aggressive or trying to do anything. We did promise parents in Hana that we would not have the children wear purple T-shirts. That was a big concern about the rivalry between the districts.
They're
Yes.
stepping up to the plate to take over, children that aren't in their school area. So I applaud them for doing that.
Yes.
So I just wanted to make sure that we were clear that
Yes,
Donna was the one who
right.
decided.
And the partnership is just for the 2 years that the children are with us. The children can go back to Donna at the end, and when they graduate from our program into kindergarten, there's no commitment for them to have to go to Donna to sign and register and do anything. It's not, really hardly any change with what's going on with the classroom or the teachers. It's the addition of that teacher into the classroom. We're talking about kids that are very needy. We're talking about individualization of instruction. So when you place an added teacher there, we're looking at ratios of 20 children to 3 adults, and that's really a very ideal condition for helping children. And this is all about helping children to do well when they get to kindergarten.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Motion to approve.
Yes.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Item 16, our Planning Department.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. TJ Arredondo for the record.
First three items are for preliminary approval. First item is Starlight Subdivision, Precinct 4. It's a multifamily lot subdivision in a zone AH. There is a CLOMR that's been submitted to FEMA for removal of the AH zone to change it to a zone B. There will be drainage provided by a storm drainage system connected to a pond, which will discharge into an existing ditch there. It was approved by the City of Edinburgh. There will be water via North Alamo, sewer by North Alamo, and Raul Longoria Road is paved. We're recommending approval.
Second.
Those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Next item is JV Subdivision Precinct 1. It's a two-lot subdivision in a Zone X. There will be drainage provided by existing low-lying areas, which will discharge into an existing roadside ditch. It was approved by the City of Elsa. There will be water via North Alamo, sewer by septics, and 15.5 North Road is paved. Recommending preliminary.
Second.
Those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Next item is Yareli Estates Precinct 3. It's a 6 single-family lot and 3 commercial lot subdivision in a Zone X. There will be drainage via surface runoff to an existing ditch. It was approved by the City of Mission. There will be water via Awasud, sewer by septics, and Mile 5 North Road is paved.
Second.
Those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Next item is Taurus Estates number 22 subdivision in Precinct 3. It's a 17-lot subdivision in a flood zone C. It was approved by the City of Mission. There will be water via Shareland, sewer by septics, and we're recommending approval.
Second.
Those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Next item is La Palmilla Apartment Subdivision Precinct 4. It's a one-lot subdivision for multifamily in a Zone B. It was approved by the City of Edinburgh. There's water by North Alamo, sewer by North Alamo, and Alberta Road is paved. We're recommending final approval.
Second.
Those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Next item is Eduardo's number 17 subdivision, Precinct 3. It's a 78-lot subdivision in a Zone X. It was approved by the City of Mission. There will be water via Shareland Water Supply Corporation, sewer by the City of Alton, Mile 6 North Road and 1 Internal Street are paved. We're recommending final approval.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Last item is Los Feliz number 2 subdivision, Precinct 4. It's a 30-lot subdivision in a Zone X. Drainage will be surface runoff to a roadside ditch, which connects to an HCDD number 1 facility. It's in the rural area of the county. There is water via North Alamo Water Supply, sewer by 28 installed septic tanks. Brushline Road is paved, and we're recommending final approval with a financial guarantee in the amount of $3,000 to secure the installation of 2 septic tank systems.
Second.
Those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Item 17, Precinct 2.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. Item 17A, authority to rescind action taken by Commissioners Court on October 17, 2017. Specifically, item 18A, 2 only, of agenda item number 62125.
Just a quick legal question. I wasn't here. Am I okay to make that motion? I didn't participate in that vote. I mean, is there a requirement?
There's no prohibition. There's no prohibition.
Okay, make the motion.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Item 17A2, requesting approval of interlocal cooperation agreement between the County of Hidalgo and the City of FAR regarding the Regional Linear Park project.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Item 18, our Budget Office.
Morning, Judge, Commissioner Sergio Cruz, Department of Budget and Management. Item 18A is requesting approval to submit the 2018 Hidalgo County Formula Grant Program application. This is for the Indigent Defense Program, and also approval of the resolution and support of the grant application.
Second.
Those in favor say aye. 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 Motion carries.
Thank you, Judge, Commissioner.
Thank you, sir. Item 19, Purchasing.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners.
Morning.
19A, Precinct 1, requesting approval of final negotiated professional services agreement with Rappa Kessner Incorporated as it relates to the geotechnical and construction materials testing services for Precinct 1 on an on-call basis.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
B, requesting approval of work authorization number 1 in the amount of $32,408.86 as it relates to geotechnical and construction material testing for Midway Road Improvement Project.
So moved.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
19A2, requesting exemption from competitive bidding requirements under the Texas Local Government Code, Section 262024 for professional services.
So moved.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
B, presentation of scoring grid of the firms graded and evaluated through the county's approved pool of professional surveyors services for Precinct 1 on an on-call basis.
Make a motion to approve as ranked.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
C, authority for the purchasing department to negotiate a professional surveyor services agreement commencing with a number 1 ranked firm, Quintanilla Headley and Associates.
So moved.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Three, authority to purchase 20 30-cubic yard heavy equipment roll-off containers through TASB by board awarded vendor Waste Equipment Manufacturing for precinct number 1 in the amount of $102,100.
So moved.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
19B for precinct 4. Requesting approval of work authorization number 1 submitted by Rabba Kistner Incorporated in the amount of $20,2908 for the Milo Ponce Park project.
So moved.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Motion carries.
19C1, District Attorney, requesting exemption from competitive bidding requirements under the Texas Local Government Code, Section 262024, proprietary software.
So moved.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Requesting approval of agreement for an online research services with LexisNexis for the District Attorney's Office.
So moved.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
19D, 1, approval of updated and approval to update and authorize signee or applicable commissioner to execute each of the awarded rental agreements of heavy equipment due to change in personnel. For Precinct 1
David Suarez.
and for Precinct 3, I understand it's Sarah and Norma? Yes. And Precinct 4, Maria Mayorga.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries.
B, approval of rental agreements extensions as permitted at the sole discretion of the county, subject to compliance with HB 1295.
So moved.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Thank you.
Under open forum, did anyone sign up?
Yes, sir, we do have one participant, Ms. Fern McClarity. Remind everybody in the audience to please respect the speaker's time at the podium. There's 3 minutes, and I will advise when there is 1 minute to go. McClarity?
In reviewing the propositions on the ballot, I see that there are some officials actually believe in asking the voters what they think. Voters in El Paso will get to vote on a bond issue in the amount of $448.5 million. The difference is that our elected officials believe that they have been elected to make that type of decision, even if the community does not support the decision or because it has a 40% poverty rate. Could it be helping family and loved ones has a higher priority than the people? Also, the voters in some other communities are also weighing in on an important local issue alongside the statewide ballot. For another example, the Travis County voters will have a chance to vote on for or against 2 bonds. one dealing with transportation improvements and another on constructing an improvement in the county parks. So our thing is, why is it some counties get to vote for expenses that their great-grandchildren will pay for and we can't? Thank you.
Pursuant to 551-071 and 072, need a motion to proceed to executive session.
So moved.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. We're going to be in executive session for a short while.
We have to come back into.
Yes.
We're in open session now, 23.
So we're in open session. Okay, item 23A, we're in open session. Okay. 23A, real estate acquisition and appropriation for same. There's no action to be taken today. 23B, pending and or potential litigation. There's no action to be taken. 23C, for the record, Judge Garcia is abstaining from any discussion or action on this item. Monica, do you do that before? Okay, so 23C is pending and or pending potential litigation, notice of claim, Donna Turs, number 1. Commissioners, with respect to item 23C, pending potential litigation, notice of claim, Donna Turs, 1, I'd like to refer to item 22, requesting exemption from competitive bidding requirement under Texas Local Government Code Section 262.024A4, professional service for the provision of legal services representation in connection with litigation.
So move.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
22B, engagement with firm of Atlas Hon Rodriguez for the provision of legal services representation in connection with litigation and authority to submit letter of engagement subject to compliance with House Bill 1295, specific to item 23C, pending potential litigation, notice of claim, Donna Turs, number 1.
So move.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Okay. Item 23D, for the record, Commissioner Fuentes will abstain from any discussion and or action. Monica. Okay, 23D, civil number 15-CV-435, Gregorio Trevino Jr. versus Hidalgo County et al., and civil number 715-CV-477, Pedro Garcia Jr. versus Hidalgo County et al. At this time, there's no action to be taken. We'll just proceed as directed. Okay?
Sounds good.
And there's no need to go back into closed or open session. As a reminder, we do have a workshop scheduled for this Thursday, October 26th at 1:30 p.m. here at the Commissioner's Courtroom. And our next court session will be next week, October 31st, Tuesday, 9 a.m., Drainage District, 9:30 a.m., our Commissioner's Court.
Next Tuesday?
Next Tuesday. But we do have a workshop this Thursday at 1:30 p.m.
Oh, I know, right?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? Oh, I'm sorry, Judge.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.